a little over 1999 releases. I don't know if you've seen it or not. It has like 25,000 views, I think, and it came out yesterday. But Bibby did a interview with Complex, and it was titled something like Lil Bibby, how he became the record label mogul. And I saw that, I was kind of like, that's a specific choice of words, but I don't know about mogul. But all right, let's watch it. And literally in the first 10 seconds, Bibby talks about how he saw Jay-Z, like he practically just starts comparing himself to Jay-Z. Within the first 10 seconds of the video, he says, if I saw him doing it, and if he can do it, I can do it in a shorter span of time. I was like, well, that's a little fucking cocky, but I mean, whatever floats your boat, dude. And then he claims reading books is the entire reason for his success, as he stands there holding a fucking Juice WRLD platinum plaque. I was like, that's a little bit ironic, bro. You're sitting here talking about reading books is the entire reason that you've become successful. More like you signed a fucking generational talent right when he came out, but that's later on. And then he talks about like how he was raised and stuff, and obviously he came up in a kind of fucked area, Chicago. I mean, nothing to say about that. I mean, that obviously probably was a fucked up time in his life. But and then he talks about his rap career, and I used to be a fan of his music. Like, some of his music was actually hard as fuck. I used to be a Lil Bibby fan. I used to go to his concerts and shit. Like, I got nothing really to say about his rap, except he kind of fell the fuck off and had trouble putting stuff out, kind of like he does now with Juice WRLD. But and then he says that he hates attention and all this different stuff, which I could kind of see, because I mean, nigga doesn't seem like he's that outgoing. And he says he never thought about leaving rap, or never questioned leaving rap behind until he found something else he liked to do. And then immediately goes into how he heard lucid dreams, and then he all of a sudden says, and I knew what I wanted to do with it. Quote, like he's fucking, that kind of pissed me off when he said, I knew what I wanted to do with it. Or he said, I knew what I could do with it. It's like, bro, I mean, yeah, you have a lot of connections, but I don't know, the whole entire interview is kind of him stroking himself off a little bit. But I mean, he's kind of boosting himself. It kind of annoyed the shit out of me. But I do give Lil Bibby credit, obviously, because he has hella connections in the music industry, and especially in Chicago, when it comes to like rap and stuff, because he was obviously a street rapper for a while. And then he talks about how he met with Steven Victor, and how he was gonna get this big deal to find artists, which is so fucking ironic, because he says that he says he met with Steven Victor before he heard about Juice WRLD, or before the whole Juice WRLD thing. But then he says the first time he met Steven Victor, he told him about this kid named Juice WRLD. So I was like, you're kind of contradicting yourself, bud, talking about, yeah, I had this big deal with Steven Victor done before Juice WRLD. And then he says the first time he met Steven Victor, he told him about Juice WRLD. It's like, well, you literally just contradicted yourself, but all right. I mean, he was kind of smart in the way that he said he phrased it to Steven Victor, because obviously Steven Victor didn't know who the fuck Juice WRLD was. But he says that he talked to him and told him about how Juice WRLD was a black guy, but his music made it to where he could appeal to other races, or like a white audience, essentially. So I get, yeah, that's kind of obvious, because everybody likes likes his like sad love music and stuff. But I mean, you don't have to have like fucking 500 IQ to get that. But yeah. And he goes on talking more about Juice WRLD, saying that Juice WRLD was really good at what he did, but then immediately follows it up saying, well, I think I'm also really good at what I do. And like I said, you got to give Bibby some credit, because he obviously had connections. But either way, Juice WRLD was going to blow up. Like, with his talent, and obviously the hit he already had, Lucid Dreams and All Girls Are the Same, like, obviously Juice WRLD was already going to blow up. So I don't really like how like, every time he says something good about Juice WRLD or the Kid Laroi, he literally has to like equal it out with himself. It's kind of annoying, but I mean, he can do what the fuck he wants. And then he shifts to talking about the Kid Laroi, and says his artist, he shifts to talking about the Kid Laroi, and he talks about how his artists don't know their own message, but by him, quote unquote, studying their music, then he finds out the artist's message, which kind of annoyed me, because it's like, bro, what do you mean? your own artists don't know the message that they're sending in their music that they make. But I mean, that would be like somebody telling Lil Bibby that he doesn't know the fucking message that he sends in his music. And he would be like, well, bullshit, obviously, because the artist is the one that makes it. And then he says some complete dumb shit. He talks about how he constructs the albums and stuff and says that he is responsible for his artists' diehard fans. And that quote probably is the one that pissed me off the most, because he literally took credit for his artists having diehard fans. It's like, yeah, you maybe like directed Juice WRLD in a certain direction with like what his music should have been about in the beginning and stuff, but like, you're really gonna sit there and take credit saying that you're the reason that Juice WRLD and the Kid Laroi have diehard fans? Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, that shit's just really annoying to me. It's like, how are you literally gonna suck yourself off so hard and say that you are the reason that they have diehard fans? Because if that's so, why the fuck doesn't Clever have diehard fans? I've never heard anybody talk about Clever. I'm literally the only person that has ever brought up Clever in a conversation with anybody I've talked to, because like Clever had that good feature with NLE Choppa in the song Stick By My Side. That shit was fire. That was the first time I had really noticed Clever as an artist. And then obviously Clever was in Ring Ring and stuff like that. So Clever, I think he was in the Kid Laroi shit too. But Clever has had a lot of publicity, but he just hadn't picked up. He's kind of like a fucking off-brand Dollar General Post Malone, in my opinion. But Clever is talented, but the nigga is literally just like an off-brand Post Malone. But some of the last things he said kind of made me happy, because he said that the next Juice WRLD album is going to be based around depression and addiction, like to help the people that struggle with it. I was like, well, that's good, because that means hopefully that means songs like Way Too Many and other stuff like that and Burn are going to be on, like, just a bunch of addiction songs, which I know it sounds fucked up saying like, oh yeah, I'm fucking hype about his addiction and depression songs, but I feel like those songs are the ones where we got like the true Juice WRLD, where he was like in his, what am I trying to say? Where it was like the most true to himself, like when he's just pouring all of his passion into it and his feelings and stuff. Like, I don't know. I feel like those songs are the Juice WRLD songs that hit hardest, at least in my opinion. Like Burn, ones like that. It's like, I don't know, just the way those are, they just hit so hard. And To the Grave and Pain Heal, all those just hit so hard. And again, I'm not going to try and take away from him. I'm not going to be some illogical bitch. Bibby does understand music, like the music industry, very well, and obviously, but I don't know why that nigga takes, like, he takes a little too much credit for Juice WRLD blowing up, for like how Juice WRLD blew up, in my opinion. It kind of annoys me, because he praises Juice WRLD, but at the same time, every time he praises Juice WRLD, he just fucking strokes his own ego. But, I mean, I can't shit on him too much, because he did help Juice WRLD blow up, but Juice WRLD would have blown up either way, in my opinion. But, I mean, it is what it is. And what I will give him a lot of credit for is finding the Kid Laroi when he was, like, so fucking young. Like, I do give him credit for that, and putting the Kid Laroi on. But the Kid Laroi, in my opinion, wouldn't have blown up anywhere near as much if it wasn't for Juice WRLD. Juice WRLD was the whole fucking key to Grade A's success. He blew up Grade A, and then he made the Kid Laroi blow up with that song Go, where Juice WRLD had that fucking fire feature and practically just like saved the whole song. Because the shit was kind of repetitive as shit until Juice WRLD came in, and then that's when the song is just goes to another level, obviously, because Juice WRLD was just an unbelievable talent. But I do give Bibby a lot of credit for finding the Kid Laroi. But, I mean, if Bibby was really that much of a mogul and just extraordinary record label owner, do you really think that the Kid Laroi would have left him so fast? Like, so fast? The Kid Laroi kind of used that nigga as a stepping stone, low-key. He's like, oh, Justin Bieber? Yeah, fuck you, nigga. Like, I don't think titling Lil Bibby as a mogul is, like, as great of a... I just don't think he should be titled a mogul, and he shouldn't be getting stroked off so much for stuff that he didn't do, like Juice WRLD's success. But I don't know. It's just kind of annoying. You can't fucking suck yourself off because what's on your label now? Really, think about it. What is Grade A's claim to fame right now? Juice WRLD's unreleased music, and that's fucking it. Nobody's listening to Clever, and I don't even know who the fuck else is on Grade A. But the Kid Laroi pieced the fuck out on his ass, so you can't claim him anymore. And Juice WRLD is obviously not around anymore, but you have his unreleased music. That is all you got to claim now, bitch. So go find somebody else or sign another artist to go talking about how good of a label Grade A is, and before you go sucking yourself off quite as hard. But I guess that's about it. I hope the next Juice album is amazing, and I hope the fucking documentary is fire, and I hope Already Dead actually comes out. Other than that, it's been 999 releases, and I'm out.